The stage glittered, a constellation beneath Chidimma's feet. The lights danced around her, casting a magical glow that made the moment feel surreal. It was as if the universe had conspired to bring her to this very point, where dreams and reality intertwined. Her smile, bright and unwavering, captivated the audience. It wasn't just a smile, it was a beacon of hope, a testament to her journey and the countless hours of preparation. Each curve of her lips told a story of resilience and determination. She had always dreamt of this moment, of embodying grace and beauty on the Miss South Africa stage. The elegant evening gown she wore was more than just fabric. It was a symbol of her aspirations, a reflection of her inner strength and poise. From her days of mimicking runway models in her tiny bedroom mirror to the local pageants she conquered with youthful exuberance, Chidimma had always aimed for the stars. Those early days were filled with dreams and innocent ambitions, each small victory building her confidence. This year, the dream was no longer a distant aspiration, it was vividly real. The acceptance letter she held in her hands was a tangible proof of her hard work and dedication. It was a moment of validation, a step closer to her ultimate goal. Her application had been accepted. The joy she felt was indescribable, a mix of excitement and nervous anticipation. She knew that this was just the beginning of a challenging yet rewarding journey. She was in the running for Miss South Africa. The competition was fierce, but Chidimma was ready to give it her all. She had prepared meticulously, knowing that every detail mattered. Excitement, pure and unadulterated, thrummed through her veins with every rehearsal, every interview, every choreographed step closer to the crown. Each practice session was a step towards perfection, a chance to refine her skills and showcase her best self. She could almost taste victory, could almost feel the weight of it upon her brow. The crown was more than just a piece of jewelry, it was a symbol of her journey, her struggles, and her triumphs. This wasn't just about beauty, it was about representing her nation, her South Africa, on a global platform. It was about showing the world the strength, resilience, and beauty of her homeland. Chidimma held her head high, the weight of her dreams a familiar comfort. She knew that she was not just representing herself, but every young girl who dared to dream big. The cheers of the audience washed over her, their adoration fueling her spirit. Each clap, each cheer was a reminder of how far she had come and how much she had achieved. She was living proof that with hard work and determination, a girl from humble beginnings could reach for the impossible. Or so she believed. Her journey was a testament to the power of dreams and the strength of the human spirit. What Chidimma didn't know, couldn't have known, was that the very foundation of her reality was built on a lie, a secret so deeply buried that it would take the harsh glare of the spotlight to unearth it. The shadows of her past were about to catch up with her. Her triumph, so close she could almost touch it, would become her undoing, a cruel twist of fate orchestrated by the one person who loved her most, her mother. The revelation would shatter her world, leaving her to pick up the pieces of a dream that was never truly hers. As Chidimma charmed her way into the hearts of the judges and the nation, her grace and poise were undeniable. She seemed to embody the very essence of what it meant to be a beauty queen, capturing the admiration of many. Yet, as her star rose, a shadow began to creep in at the edges of her dazzling ascent, casting a pall over her seemingly perfect image. Whispers arose at first, mere murmurs questioning the legitimacy of her South African heritage. These whispers, though faint, carried a weight that could not be ignored. Social media, a breeding ground for both adulation and vitriol, became a battleground of opinions. The digital realm buzzed with speculation, each post adding fuel to the fire. Some championed her, praising her beauty and grace, standing firm in their support. They saw her as a beacon of hope and inspiration, while others, fueled by a deep-seated suspicion, dug into her past, scrutinizing every detail. They sought to uncover any inconsistencies, any hint of deception. The questions, initially dismissed as baseless attacks fueled by envy, began to gain traction. The more they were discussed, the more they seemed to hold a kernel of truth. Chidimma's story, the narrative she had so confidently presented to the world, began to unravel under the intense scrutiny. The pressure mounted, and the cracks in her story began to show. Her claim of being born to a Nigerian father and a Mozambican mother, both naturalized South African citizens, was called into question. The authenticity of her background was now under the microscope. Doubts were cast on the validity of her documents, the very papers that anchored her identity as a South African. Each piece of evidence was scrutinized with a fine-tooth comb. Chidimma, initially unfazed, continued to smile for the cameras, her confidence a carefully constructed facade. She maintained her composure, projecting an image of unwavering assurance. She assured the public that everything was in order, that the rumors were unfounded. Her statements were clear and concise, aimed at quelling the growing unrest. But behind the scenes, a seed of doubt had been planted, a creeping unease that something was amiss. The facade of confidence began to show signs of strain. The whispers, once easily ignored, grew louder, echoing through the halls of the Miss South Africa organization. The murmurs turned into conversations, and the conversations into serious discussions. These discussions reached the ears of those who held her fate in their hands. The decision-makers were now faced with a dilemma that could not be easily resolved. The Miss South Africa organization, faced with mounting public pressure and a growing media frenzy, could no longer ignore the allegations swirling around their star contestant. The public demanded answers, and the media was relentless in its pursuit of the truth. They had a reputation to uphold, an image of integrity that was being threatened by the controversy. The stakes were high, and the organization's credibility was on the line. An internal investigation was launched, discreetly at first, to verify the authenticity of Chidimma'S documents. The team worked tirelessly, sifting through records and cross-referencing information. What they uncovered sent shockwaves through the organization. The findings were more alarming than anyone had anticipated. Chidimma'S birth certificate, the document that declared her a South African by birth, was indeed fraudulent. The implications of this discovery were profound. It was connected to a case from 2 decades prior, a case involving identity theft. The investigation revealed a complex web of deceit that had been woven over many years. A South African woman's identity had been stolen, her life, her very existence erased and rewritten to create a new identity, an identity used to secure Chidimma'S fraudulent South African citizenship. The victim's life had been upended, her personal history erased. The depth of the deception was staggering. It was a meticulously planned operation involving multiple layers of fraud and deceit. It wasn't just a matter of forged documents, it was a calculated theft of someone's entire life, a crime that had far-reaching consequences. The ramifications of this fraud extended beyond just Chidima and the victim. It affected the integrity of the entire pageant. The stolen identity wasn't just a name on a piece of paper, it was a person. A woman who had been robbed of her rights, her benefits, her very existence in the eyes of the law. Her life had been shattered, and the emotional toll was immeasurable. And Chidima, unknowingly, had been living a lie, her entire life built on a foundation of deceit. The revelation was a devastating blow, not just to her, but to everyone who had believed in her. Home Affairs has officially launched an investigation into the matter. Authorities are delving deep into records, seeking answers and accountability. This move signals a significant shift in the case, bringing hope to those affected. The allure of opportunity often comes with a price. For many, the cost has been higher than anticipated. Families are grappling with the fallout, questioning decisions, and facing an uncertain future. It's a stark reminder that every choice carries weight. The consequences are now becoming evident. Legal actions are underway, with the long arm of the law reaching out to those involved. It's a tense time as justice seeks to prevail, and the community watches closely, hoping for resolution. In the aftermath, the process of picking up the pieces begins. Communities are coming together, offering support and rebuilding lives. It's a slow journey, but there's a sense of resilience and determination. Together, they look towards a brighter future.